Hello everyone, welcome back to Matty Reacts, the channel where we take a look at things we've never watched or listened to before. Now, this is a bit of an interesting one, very different for the channel, I think. I've mentioned a few times that I stream over on Twitch. I'll again have the little pop-up thing. I'll have the link in the description. Feel free to come and watch me play sometimes, because one of the things I do like to play relatively regularly is Among Us. I have a couple of groups of people that I like to play it with. One is more of a sort of a vanilla group of people, and the other is more of a sort of modded group of people. And I'm a big fan of when Among Us do introduce these new roles that sort of get the two a little bit closer together. Obviously, vanilla Among Us is never going to have the amount of roles that are available in something like Town of Us, for example. But there is a new role coming to Among Us. It's a detective. Obviously, we've had some new roles introduced before. We had the noisemaker. We had a scientist. We had, what was the other one? There's another one, isn't there? And then, yeah, there's been a few. But what will be interesting to me is to see if the detective role in this, you know, how Innersloth have taken it, is the same as the detective role in Modded. Because it hasn't always been that they line up. So it'd be very interesting. And I don't know. I mean, it's a 3.5-minute trailer, so let's really just jump into it, I guess, and see what it's got for us. And I give my thoughts as we go, and then summarize afterwards. Assigning new role. Oh. Introducing the detective. Oh. Surely this doesn't come up. Or does it? In by maybe. Note to self-interrogate crew, suspects. And then you've got edit buttons. Oh, okay. So, and then you go round in the next round and it tells you you can sort of interrogate, and it will tell you where they were at the time of the death for purple. Okay, so you can see if they're lying. Gather info, solve murders. Okay, let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Dave, Principal Game Designer at Innersloth. Let's talk about one of the new roles that just came out with update 17.0, Detective. The Detective is a crewmate role who's great at solving murders by learning where crewmates were at the time of the kill.
Okay, notes. Right, let's have a look.
When a murder is reported, a case is automatically added to the detective's notes. This case holds the key information you'll need to solve the murder. As the detective, you'll see who died with a small section for you to put in where the body was found. It's flexible enough to cover all the maps and any uncertainty around the kill. So that was the left side of a case file. The right side is tied to the detective's other ability, Interrogate.
Okay, yeah, I like this.
The Interrogate ability is all about shaking down other crewmates for valuable information on a case. It's pretty straightforward to use. By going up to a crewmate and using Interrogate, you learn where they were at the time of a murder.
That's so interesting.
Has a limited number of interrogations per case, so make sure you're only targeting suspicious crewmates. If the detective learns a crewmate was at the same location as where the body is reported, they have some serious explaining to do. Using the duo of the two abilities, Notes and Interrogate, is the key to unlocking the detective's full potential.
Right, okay.
If you think that the victim was killed by a special type of imposter, there's also the killer section in the notes that allows the detective to write down that important piece of information. Every time there's a murder, another case is automatically added to the notes. It can easily get overwhelming trying to solve all of them. Focus on the ones you think you have the best chance of solving. The detective can only learn a crewmate's location for the current active case. If you want to change the active case, simply open up your notes, select the tab.
This is really in depth, actually.
You're good to go.
a lot more in depth than I thought
By
it was going to be.
default, the detective can interrogate 3 crewmates per case. This can be lowered down to 2 or increased up to 4. Detectives make discussions and meetings way more engaging. The tracker is the detective's best friend. Since they can also see the location of a crewmate, they can work together to easily confirm and clear others. The power of friendship. A Viper is a strong counter to the detective.
Oh, there's more than one new role. So there's a tracker, there's a Viper.
If they're able to kill so that the body fully dissolves, there isn't a location to add to the case, and it becomes...
Oh, so that's like a self-cleaning janitor. Like an automated janitor. Oh, that's so cool.
Nearly impossible to solve. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy this free update available now on all platforms.
Oh, that's really interesting. New roles out now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What I want to do is see if there's any other little videos we can watch. So we're just going to also watch the one for Viper, because I didn't realize there was more than one role. Let's have a look and see if it works as I think it does, as like an automated janitor kind of role. Oh, that's cool. This is cool music.
Hi, I'm Victoria, Communications Director at Innersloth.
Okay.
Let's talk about the new imposter role out now, Viper. The Viper uses a deadly acid that slowly dissolves any crewmate unfortunate enough to be victim to it. Bodies dissolve in 3 stages before fully disappearing. If you're killed by a Viper, well, rest in peace, it was nice knowing you, but it's not all that bad. At least you'll see a brand new custom kill animation.
Okay, let's have a look at the ability then.
So, how do you use it? Simply kill a crewmate with the same button you would normally use, except this time the corpse doesn't just sit there. It dissolves in 3 stages. First is the dead body slightly dissolved, dead body very dissolved, just the bone, and then finally, it's gone. While a body is dissolving, the acid is visible to anyone around it. This gives away that a Viper is in the game.
So you know if there's a Viper. Cool.
Try and kill in areas that aren't too busy or are super isolated to maximize your chances of the body fully dissolving. It might seem like the Viper holds all the power against the crewmates, but a clever crewmate who sees a dissolving body can figure out when the kill occurred based on the timing and the decay of the body.
Okay, yeah, so
the time it takes for a dead
really
body
cool
to be fully dissolved can be changed in the settings. Braving the vast terrain of the fungal? Increase the dissolve time. Need an extra challenge against the Viper? Decrease that dissolve time.
That's really cool, actually.
We really enjoyed making this one. This was a highly requested role from you, the players, for a pretty long time. It's fun because you can really put your brain to the test. Crewmates get a bit more information about a kill from this, so solving this requires that 10,000 IQ and an even better payoff when you do get it right.
Very interesting.
And of course, what do all imposters dream of? Killing crewmates and not leaving a speck of evidence behind. The Viper can do exactly that, but only if you're meticulous about your kills. Use good timing and your full arsenal as the imposter to make the most of your acid ability. For example, use door sabotages to block the path to a dissolving body, or use critical sabotages to get everyone moving far away.
There's
from a
so
fresh
many
kill.
plays you can make with a role like this.
If you become a ghost as an imposter, you can actually really synergize well with this role, because you can focus on using sabotages to hide and distract people from the Viper's victims. Watch out, because the Noisemaker is actually a pretty strong counter to the Viper. The chances of getting the Noisemaker's body to fully dissolve is basically 0, since the alarm will alert everyone to get them running towards
That's
the
very
location.
true. Noisemakers are an
If
interesting
you want
role.
to hear some fun stories from playtesting and issues we had with things like leftover pets, make sure you check out the blog link in the description of this video.
I probably won't actually,
Thank
but
you
thank
so
you.
much for watching. We really hope you enjoy this free update, available now on all platforms.
Yeah, that was very interesting actually. I think that the sort of transformation of making vanilla Among Us a lot closer to modded is in full swing, and I think if we can get 1 or 2 new roles per year for as long as Among Us is sort of supported, I'd be quite happy with that. And these two are quite cool introductions that kind of work with and against each other quite well actually. But then you'd expect them to sort of do it that way so the balance of the game isn't broken. I'm due to actually play the day after I record this, so I wonder if we'll be playing with the new roles actually. Very interesting. But the detective in particular is very different to what I expected, so much more in depth. That will really need people to be on their toes actually. And then the Viper, yeah, it's for people who haven't played modded and don't know about the janitor and cleaning bodies and stuff like that. I wonder if it works the same way in terms of it doesn't show up on the dead bodies screen, but it does show up in the meeting that they're dead, or whether they just show up. That'll be very interesting to me actually, for someone who's played both kinds of games. But yeah, thank you very much for dropping by, and I see you again for another reaction video very soon.